Yo, what's up, Bonehawks? Shujinkydink here. Welcome to a video all about Cetrion's Ground Pound. It's time that I kind of expose this move for kind of how gimmicky it is. It is good in a couple certain circumstances, but I've played a lot of Cetrions lately, and being a former Cetrion main that's relied specifically on this move for a long time, I was able to blow it up pretty easily. And it's come to my attention, especially watching high-level play, that a lot of people don't really know their way around it. So we're going to get into that before we get started. If there's a certain move in this game, doesn't matter the character, doesn't matter what move it is, that you're having a tough time getting around, post it down in the comments down below, and we will make a video just like this to try and expose said move so you can understand and have more fun playing this game and not get stuck getting beat by one move over and over again.
Accept your death.
So we have Cetrion here, and I'm going to start out with two places where this earthquake move is actually good. And one of them is when she's not really close to you. So you can use them, you can mix up your rocks. Keep in mind that the boulders did get quite a bit of a nerf where they're a lot easier to flawless block. That's very important because if you block one of these full screen, it leaves her with the perfect time to go into that ground pound for free. There's nothing you can do about it other than just block. So really getting the timing on flawless blocking these down is good. Some Cetrions can use a boulder delay where she actually delays it. I don't really see too many people doing that, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But this is one of the places where she is kind of safe for doing this. Now, the caveat, is that the word I want to look for? Every once in a while I get like the urge to use these big fancy words, and I don't even know if they mean what I mean. But the downside to doing this full screen is there is no hitbox behind her. So any place behind her, so if you teleport behind her, I chose Barag here, I don't really know why I did that, but if you chose like Scorpion or any character with a teleport, and you teleport behind her, it doesn't matter what she does, she's not going to hit you. Let me see if I can show you an example of how this works. So you see, as soon as she starts the ground pound in front of her, it has no hitbox behind her. That being said, it can track if you do your moves too early like that and hit you on the other side. But as long as she started it, that's a full combo punish, baby. Which brings me to one of the biggest parts of dealing with this move, and that is the fact that there is a gap between each hit. You need to take advantage of this, whether you're a zoner or a teleport character. If you are not taking advantage of this by now, you're going to get absolutely destroyed by Cetrion. So block the first one, you can jump. You can do a forward jump. You can do a backwards jump. You can even do a jump, and if you're better than me, punish with a teleport, and then into full combo punish, no matter what character you are. That's just a short hop right there. Into a teleport. Noob Cybot can do it. Even Cetrion herself can do it, you know. I don't think Raiden can do it, because his teleport he has to be grounded for, but you get the idea. So if you're ever getting zoned, and Cetrion starts doing this, and just teleport out of it. Be aware, though, that, of course, which comes into part 3 of this, maybe I'm moving a little too fast, I apologize, but is that she can cancel it. If she cancels it, then she's going to just punish you, straight up, for trying to abuse that gap. Oh, and that's a full combo punish. Just because you try. Usually there's a little bit of time because she has to cancel it right away, so you can usually kind of maybe try and catch yourself and at least try and cancel a teleport. Or just commit to the jump forward, because like I said, pretty quick when she cancels it, but if you get a little bit too autopilot-y, then that is going to be something that catches you. So that's basically what you need to know about this move if you're dealing with it at a 3/4 or farther screen distance. So let's go into more up close, and I'll show you the second part where she doesn't really have to worry too much about it. So this is the second part where she doesn't really have to worry about it. So she's got the 2-1-3, that's a crushing blow on the third hit, that's an overhead. Or she could go into the ground pound. Guess here is a true guess. So you have an overhead, which is the rock, and then you have the ground pound, which is a low. This is somewhat reactable, but it is a 50-50. They're both the exact same amount of frames, so you can't do any crazy fuzzy blocking or anything. You have to just pick one and commit to it. Not too hard to kind of see the difference between the two and be 22 frame startup. It is a little bit on the slower side as far as the mix-up goes, but you do have to commit. No fancy way of blocking either one. If she does do the ground pound, you really need to call her out on the gap in between there. See, right there, you can poke in between the 2 hits of the ground pound if she commits to the full move, which sometimes Cetrions are going to hold you to. There you go. Poke her out of that. Don't let her do that. Of course, she can do the cancel. Let's to keep herself safe. That's not. You know, my AI Cetrion does not want to do the cancel, but anyway, she can do the cancel to keep herself safe. So keep that in mind. But it is not her turn. She gives up her turn. So when you are defending against the ground pound, if you see the first one, you block the first one, you can always poke. She's -4 at best. So always poke. And then there's nothing that she can do. If she cancels it and tries to go into something else, you're going to poke her out of what she does. Don't let her get that free pressure, which is, again, one of the only ways that she can get pressure using that ground pound. And, of course, if she commits to the second one, well, you have that big gap in there where you can either jump over or teleport, maybe short hop over the second hit, full combo punish. Lab your options. Every character is going to be different. Of course, a character like Scorpion has probably the easiest time finding out what to do in that situation. They're going to do it. Other characters like Sub-Zero might have something different. So just lab what your options are with your character. Now, where you really want to respect this is if she actually hits you with the cancel. So we are going to go to... what am I doing here? Actually, we're going to pick up Cetrion now. Layer 2, and we're going to put our frame data on. So if the ground pound actually hits, hey, you have 18 hit advantage if she hits you away. But if she cancels it, she has 18, and she's in your face. This is especially good in the corner, in the left. She's +18 and in your face. So this is kind of where you would see a Cetrion commit to the cancel with the overhead in the corner and hoping that you guess for the overhead and she hits you with this, +18, and then it's basically she does whatever she wants. Because +18, what are you going to do? Cetrion's got great buttons too. You got all the buttons. What are you going to do? So make sure on hit, don't bother challenging that or you're going to have a bad time. Almost getting to the end of this. Another area that I see, and this is probably the most uncommon one and probably why I left it for last, that you see people doing ground pound in is the 4-2-3, which does end in an overhead. So there's the mix they're kind of going for. You can fuzzy guard, which means block one and then stand up and block the other. A little bit of specific timing there. But if you think they're going for the ground pound, you can actually poke her out of it before the ground pound even starts. Show what that looks like. There you go. She can't even get the ground pound out. The downside to that one is that you're going to get hit by the overhead if she tries to do the overhead. But, I mean, you're not eating a combo or anything, so it's just a little bit of damage. Big deal. In the corner, it's a little different, but still. You'll see that that won't work. And if you block the overhead, it's a full combo punish anyways, so that would probably be the option if you think that's coming. But the reason why I saved this one for last is because Cetrion has so many other options she can do there that she doesn't need to do that. She can do Rock Wall, she can do Tornado. So, I mean, that's an option. In Force of Nature, she didn't have those options. She just either this or that. But now that she has options, you probably won't see that too much, but I did want you to be aware of it in case you run into someone that's trying to abuse that quite often. So, there you go. And that's basically it. So, her ground pound is actually a really good move. It's awesome in zoning. With the delayed boulder where she can kind of go around not having her stuff flawless blocked, then, you know, it's one of the most oppressive stuff in the game to fight against full screen, especially when you got the mix-up with the cancel and throw another boulder. So I didn't mean to make this video at all if you thought I was maybe downplaying the move, because it actually is really, really good. But at the same time, there's also downsides to it that I wanted to make sure that you were aware of, especially if you're playing against a Cetrion and you don't really know, because I've, again, played a lot of Cetrions that they really do abuse that move, and you really shouldn't let them get away with that. So let's stop all Cetrions from abusing it and start using it in good ways only. And we make that pact right here. What are we doing to make a pact? Do I pound my chest like this? Is this like the pact motion? Okay, I'm feeling like cultish. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Again, if you have a move that you've been struggling with or a character, I'm trying to go through and just kind of, now that we have customs, just go through and find the weaknesses and troubleshoot things for myself. So I come across things like that, and I'm like, okay, well, I see people really don't know about this kind of stuff. So I thought I'd share it and make little mini videos and try and help you out. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't, because we make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.
I am steward of Chronica's vision. Fate has been so